Hello and welcome. My name is Ansu. If you're new here, consider subscribing down below. Today we're here to talk about this readathon that's going on in the month of December. I wanted to take part in it. It's called the Reindeer Readathon. I am in the team Stalking, which is run by Kristen from Kristen Craves Books. I will leave her channel link down below. She's absolutely fantastic, has some great videos and posts very regularly. Like, just say, some of us can't do that. It basically, in this readathon, you have a bunch of prompts that are given to you. There are about 9 prompts and also some bonus prompts that you can use in conjunction with the regular prompts, but you can only use it once or something like that. There's some rules to it that you need to follow, and then by the end of it you get a bunch of points. But I wanted to talk about the books that I'm looking forward to reading for this particular challenge. The first one is Dasher. Read a book where the title contains one of the first 5 words you see in the word grid. So there is a word grid towards the end of this. I personally saw the word blood, summer, holly, peace, and gold. Those are the 5 words that I saw. And the book that I chose for this particular one is from the word holly. So I got A Holly Jolly Diwali by Sonia Lally. I've had this on my radar for quite a bit, and it follows around this 29-year-old Nikki who has always made very practical decisions throughout her life. She is an analyst, although she loves music and art. She has only dated guys who are perfect on paper. She never really went for like the butterflies feeling type of situation. And one day she throws caution to the wind and travels to India for her friend's wedding, where she ends up meeting this guy named Sam, who they really hit it off together. And this is completely out of the things that she usually does, and it's supposed to be very cutesy and kind of Christmassy as well. Really looking forward to this. I think this can fit really nicely with this particular prompt, and I'm very excited for it. The next prompt is Dancer. Read a book with a title that has at least 5 words in it. This is weirdly hard to get, but I found The Fragile Threads of Power by V.E. Schwab. I started reading this book, and since I'm physically reading it, it is a lot harder to finish it. This one follows around this world in which there are multiple different types of Londons where you can travel through. Only certain people can do that. Some places are filled with magic, some are completely destroyed, and there's no more magic available. And this is also the sequel to the Darker Shade of Magic trilogy, and I really enjoyed reading that like a few years ago, and this is the sequel to that series. Supposedly it's very good, but I don't know, I just can't get into it as much as I got into it for those books. I'm still like looking forward to finishing those at least. We shall see. The next prompt is Prancer. Read a book that is set in a place you have never been. I could literally choose any fantasy book for this because I've literally never been there, because they're fantasy worlds. Actually, I'm going to switch that up. I'm going to add The Christmas Fix, which is set in Connecticut. I've never been. I don't know if I've really passed by it, but I don't think I've really been there. So let's assume that I've never really been there. But The Christmas Fix follows around the single dad who has done everything to perfection. And one day, like, one of these hurricanes kind of takes over this town and gets completely destroyed, and he's the town manager. This lady who's a reality TV star and also a home renovation expert basically comes over with her camera crew and is like, I will fix this town up. And the single dad Noah is just like, this is ridiculous. I don't think this is a good idea. The last time Catalina had been to this town, it was a disaster. So he's not very thrilled about this idea, but it also feels like the best Christmas gift. So she's coming into town, and I think they were going to have like a cutesy romance. I'm just looking forward to it highly. So yeah, this is something I have on my radar. Next up, Wixen. Read a book you've been putting off. The Holiday Swap by Maggie Knox. I've had this on my radar for like 3 years at this point. I've seen it so many times. I just haven't gotten around to it. I've never really had the chance to get around to it. Christmas is rolling, so I think this is the perfect time to get to it, and I just can't wait to see what I think about it. This one follows around twin sisters, one of them who is a chef on like a reality show, and the other who is hanging on by a thread in her hometown, is going through a very messy kind of breakup. The TV show baker person kind of loses her sense of smell and taste when she gets into an accident, so these twins end up switching their places, and there's a romance that follows after that. And I think it can be very cute. So I'm really looking forward to this one as well. Next up is read a book that starts with the same letter as your star sign. I'm a Virgo. I don't really think I have any book on my shelf that starts with a we. It can be like the something, a something, whatever, but it needs to have a V as the first letter of the word. And honestly, the only book I have is like Vicious and Vengeful by V.E. Schwab. I've read those books. I'm not going to read them again. Do I have anything that starts with a we? I don't know if there's actually a substitute for it, because V is hard to get. If I ever find a book, I will leave it here, but honestly, at this point in time, I don't have a book for this particular prompt, but once I once, or if I find it, I will let you guys know. The next one is Cupid, which is read a book that has multiple points of view. Honestly, like, I have to be reading a book to realize if it has multiple point of views. I don't know, man, but it could potentially be Spy Family Volume 4. Technically, it is following around like 3 different characters and we're following their points of views. So this could count, potentially. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if this is cheating or not, honestly, but I think this works. That is what I'm thinking about right now. Next is Donna, read a book with multiple animals on the cover. I do have one, actually. It is Winnie the Pooh by A.A. Milne. It has Pooh, who's a bear, and some bees. I'm counting them as animals. But also inside the book we have like Piglet, all these arts and stuff. This could work. I've had this on my shelf for a little while right now, and I really have been looking forward to reading it, so I feel like this is the perfect excuse to pick it up. The next prompt is Blitzen. Roll a dice or use a random number generator between the numbers 1 and 6 and multiply it by 100 to reach a minimum amount of pages the books need to have. I did a number generator, I got the number 4, so 400 pages, which is, it seems very doable. So I have talked about the books that I wanted to read. Another one that I'm starting is Kingdom of the Curse by Carrie Maniscalco. This could fit in because it's 430 pages, so if I finish this book, this could count. Otherwise, I wanted to finish Swordcatcher by Cassandra Clare, which is, I think, over 500 pages. So if I finish reading this book, that could also count. It's one of those 2 books that I'm like mainly looking forward to. The final prompt is Rudolph. Read a book that came out before you were born or a book that came out in 2023. And for that, I've already finished this prompt, and that is Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros. This is the one that I picked. I finished this book. I really enjoyed it. Well, it's I enjoyed it a little less than Fourth Wing, but it was still enjoyable. But I finished this book, so I already got these points and I'm very, very thrilled about it. So we're making a good start already. So yeah, those are all the books that I wanted to talk about today for this particular readathon. I'm very excited for it. Let me know down below what are some of the books that you're looking forward to reading. If you're participating in this particular readathon, I would love to know. If you're new here, hi, welcome. My name is Ansu. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified every single time I upload a new video. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you all next time with another one. Until then, I'll talk to you in the comments. Bye!